How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Catterson here, and it's the penultimate episode of this season of Doctor Who. Episode 7. All week I've been waiting for this. It's just been... I mean, this season has been absolutely incredible. I think all of the episodes have been really fantastic in their own way. You know, some more so than others, but I mean, this season is probably one of the best in a long time. Probably since, I would say, Series 10. So yeah, it's just been really, really fantastic, and yeah, it just makes me sad that next week is going to be the finale, and of course, like I've said, we don't know when the next series of Doctor Who will be on. Of course, as I've mentioned before, there is the spin-off, The War Between the Land and the Sea, but yeah, I am really, really excited. I mean, I just can't stop thinking about the fact that the Rani is back in Doctor Who. I guess she has been ever since the Church of Ruby Road, but obviously unknown, of course, at the time. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, last episode was just so brilliant. I mean, it wasn't even just the return of the Rani, but Susan as well. And sure, again, you know, as I mentioned about the fact when it came to, they can't tease us with, you know, series 14 and then there be no payoff for the next season. Again, you can't have those little flashes and it meaning nothing or anything like that. Like, yeah, we'll get Carol in to do a 5-second cameo. She has to come back in a bigger picture in, you know, these 2 episodes. So, or one of these 2 episodes, but still, I am just really, really stoked. Again, like when we had the Sutekh reveal. I hope people have done their homework when it came to the Rani. I mean, she's only had a couple of episodes on screen. And then there is a couple of Big Finish audios, of course, if you want to venture that far. But, yeah, I'm really stoked. I am really, really excited. And, of course, with next week, that'll be on at a bit of a later time, so kind of expect my reaction for next week's episode to drop around 10 p.m. If I were to guesstimate. So yeah, I might have a little bit of a drink as well, I'm not sure, but yeah, obviously next week's episode is going to be much later than I guess it has been for the last, well, I guess 2 seasons. So yeah, this is Doctor Who. This is episode 7 of this series. So with that said, let's go.
We sent message to the village. We thought no one was coming.
Hey, there she is, Mother!
But you are not the midwife.
No, she's the Rani.
Your wife is Violet.
No. What the heck? What the heck?
Witchcraft.
Like a white old owl.
Oh my goodness.
Toot toot.
Oh my.
Bye bye.
What?
Oh, this is nice. You and me.
Meow.
Is that you wanting a cat?
What?
Yeah. Meow.
Meow.
Meow. There's Conrad. No. What the heck?
And the whole of Great Britain.
Maybe you shouldn't doubt things so much, Poppy. Huh?
Oh my god.
Okay. Thank you, darling.
Do you think you might want to switch it up to red or green or blue? Hey!
Hi. Yes, hello. I have someone expressing doubt.
Expressing
The
doubt.
address
Oh
is
no.
11 Calico Avenue. I'd be grateful if you could come at once.
Never in doubt. Alright. Mel!
No,
With bravery in his heart. Looking for
Shelley.
his next best friend.
Anything, mate? Anything?
Oh shit. Oh no. This ain't unit revive. No. Kate, what have they done to you?
Isn't it fine?
Get out of my league. Oh, she's not. You're a beautiful man. Was that supposed to be?
No. I'm just.
You're a man. How can you find another man beautiful?
Oh no, this is the planet of the heteros.
Sorry, that was.
What a miserable world.
Sorry. That.
The birth of your only child? Every mother remembers.
Yes, I know.
Putting doubt in
It
this
must have been.
hell place.
It's funny, but I can't remember.
The cracks are starting to form in this wish world.
You doubt something. We'll go.
So whenever you doubt something, the yellow cups break. Uh-oh. I'm kind of hoping that... This is me stretching. It's an Easter egg. It's 11th Doctor.
She's so beautiful.
Our Lord and Savior. Uh-oh.
Strong doubts. We're even getting 9s this time of the day. Listen.
It's creepy. That's very creepy.
Hello there.
General Kenobi!
It's been ages.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. You know the mistress. She has a lot of demands. But she thought you'd like this.
But you were her!
Thanks. He sustains this entire world.
And he never cries.
Okay.
All he does is chuckle. He's amazing, isn't he?
He's terrified
What?
He's absolutely terrifying.
that you sprang from my loins.
That's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard.
I love
How's the
that.
doctor?
Getting there.
We'll find him. The one who is lost. And then the great work begins.
Wait. The one who is lost.
On. We get ignored. We're poor and forgotten and irrelevant, and that's the way the world is. Except
Feel like
sometimes all of us in the camp get these
there's
glimpses,
kind
different
of a
glimpses
bit of meta commentary in terms how the UK works in reality.
Connected somehow, because it feels like I've lived through this before. I've seen 2020.
Oh, so is the Divergent timeline kind of meddling with her?
And my gran, and they said,
You can't say things like that. A foster child can't listen to doubts.
There is something wrong with you, my girl. Somebody put goes on.
Jeez.
She's been expressing doubt.
for a second.
Oh my god, you too.
You can get arrested for saying things like that.
Yeah, well, I don't know why. Or
So she
how,
hasn't
but
fully broken through, but she's
Comrade
there.
Clark is a monster.
You're all day complaining. We've got plans.
Come on, Rubes.
I'm gonna bring down God.
Wow.
Doctor, can you hear me? I haven't got much time. They're coming. And this hell dimension is sliding into the pit. I don't know if I'm gonna survive.
Oh!
You know? But I have to warn you.
Oh!
Listen, you. I miss you. Well, more than that. I love you. I warn you.
What do
Doctor,
you what?
will change reality forever.
Oh my god! What does it mean? No, tables don't do that. Bethesda graphics, right? I knew it. This world is Bethesda.
There was a man on the TV.
Rogue.
And I really liked it.
Oof.
Hello?
Oh no, come on.
You recognized your husband's doubt because you've been expressing doubt yourself.
That's what it does.
There has to be a, like, there has to be a, it has to, yeah, it has to stem somewhere.
It's my job to cut it out. My job.
We have to cut the infection out before it spreads.
I'll remember, and if I can remember everything, then I can remember the Doctor and the world that was.
Ruby's gonna be the key. Oh boy.
What about this? It's called the Seal of Rassilon. Rassilon was the President Eternal of the Time Lords. Anything?
And he's still out there.
And these things. Clone-type classifors. Basic seeker function animals. No? Is any of this making sense?
I just love her Rani so much.
Can you remember if that's true? Far away in time and space, were we?
He is so perplexed.
Yes, I have a different
Kate!
No.
And I am the Rani.
The two Ranis.
We are both the Rani.
Ooh!
You woke the Pantheon, and the most powerful god of all was born. Desiderium, the god.
Desiderium.
And he's mine. All the world below is a world I have wished.
We needed one more thing. Come on.
So would you kill him and then this gets dispelled?
Wishes could look at that. Voice and blade and energy to the power
Damn.
of five.
It's like a battery, just feeding a battery. Oi.
He's remembering. Because this isn't just exposition, Doctor. I need to tell you everything.
just a little disclaimer.
Cracks open the world. Then a Time Lord's doubt rips open the structure of reality itself.
Oh no.
Quickly! Once reality is broken on a scale as vast as this, I can see underneath.
Seeing what?
Deep within the underverse, he is hidden. The one who is lost.
Wait.
You're looking for
Omega.
The creator.
Omega! Oh, sucks!
Greatest and most terrifying Time Lord of all.
Oh my god!
I remember. The Doctor is me. And the Rani.
Uh-oh. I just love that delivery.
Try everything to stop me, so I can't take that risk.
Oh no. Oh no. Wait. Yes, that's what she was. Oh no.
Poppy is real! Do you know what that means?
What the heck? Are you kidding me? Come on, you can't do that! Omega! You know what? I don't think there's a post-credit. Oh my god. I'm not surviving next week. There is no way. Omega. Shout out in the chat for Torchwood Boy. Because he's been wanting Omega. I mean, I think there's a few people, myself included, who've wanted Omega back for years. I mean, he's, you know, one of the founding members of the Time Lords. So, yeah. And I mean, he did technically appear in The Timeless Children, but that was a flashback, so I don't know if that kind of counts. I mean, it was a new appearance. It wasn't like a archive flashback, but still. And we haven't seen him technically. It's just that the Rani is trying to release... Yeah, the Rani's just trying to release Omega, but, I mean... Yeah. But yeah, shout out to Torchwood Boy because, I mean, I've remembered for years that he has been talking about wanting Omega back. And I know he's no longer reacting anymore and all of that. And I'm sure that I'm going to have a chat with him tonight because, yeah, he's going to be absolutely losing it. So yeah, shout out to Torchwood Boy. So yeah, but I can't believe. Here's the thing, though. I mean, I think we all want all of the Time Lords to come back that have appeared in, the classics and all of that. So yeah. But, I mean, last week, with the Rani returning, it was just so satisfying because I really, really, really wanted the Rani to return. And I've been wanting Omega back since the Pandorica. I was so thinking that, okay, well, he's in the Pandorica when, before I reacted and all of that. And, yeah, I was young. I was absolutely young. I mean, we might not even get to see him, to be fair. It's just that, obviously, with the Doctor and his doubt and all of that, and, who he is, that is an absolute key in terms of being able to see through the Underverse, I think it was. I was wondering, wait, what? Yeah. Because, there's a part of me that was like, have I heard that before and all of that? So, yeah. And then they drop Omega, and I'm like, so, yeah. So, I don't know, because I know he was trapped in the antimatter universe, was Omega. Is that what they are calling it now, or... Yeah. So... But, I mean... Oh, man. Now, my main worry is... Now, granted that the finale is going to be like 20 minutes longer than usual, so, that's great and all. But my main worry still is that it might be a little convoluted. I don't know. You got to think with the Rani. You got to think with potentially Omega. Again, we haven't seen Omega yet. So these efforts to free Omega could be all for naught, really. So yeah. But that could potentially lead somewhere for the future. I don't know, because you don't want to waste Omega, and the fact is he's one of the first of the Time Lords, really. Alongside Rassilon's still out there, to be fair. I mean, he's been out there since Series 9, so yeah. But wouldn't that just be wild though if Omega was free and then would reunite with Ras? Like it's kind of perfect in a sense. Like if Omega were to be released, reunite with Rassilon. So yeah. Because again, he's been out there since the ending of Series 9. So he's still alive, because he wasn't on Gallifrey when the Master decided, you know what? First time was, yeah. First time was great, let's do it again. Unless somehow Rassilon returned. I just forgot to pick up something, and then he just dies instantly, so yeah. But, yeah, that could be very, very fundamental, because, I think there could be potential to I guess do third time is the charm in terms of rebuilding Gallifrey. I don't know. Just cause of the fact that Rassilon is still out there, and if you're going to free Omega, why not? So, yeah. But I also do feel like it might all be for, like, I don't know, not like the Rani's efforts. Like she'll get so close, but yeah, so far. But that would, I feel like that would kind of be a bit, I don't know, maybe blue ball, because again, Omega isn't exactly a small Time Lord, far from that. So, Rani's releasing a shark. Yeah, she's releasing just think of the most dangerous shark ever, and then amplify that 10 times, so yeah. Or fuse it with the second danger, I don't know. because I'm just thinking about the fact that, yeah, we got the Rani, okay, and, you know, she's great on her enough, even with the inclusion of Mrs. Flood, who I'll get to in a moment. But now we're talking about, hey, let's bring Omega into the fold. So don't get me wrong, I am very, very stoked because, like, it's the Rani and Omega. It's like my Christmas list, right? We didn't just get you a brand new PC. We got you, well, I guess the PS6 because the PS5 will be, you know, done in a few years maybe. But yeah, yeah. I mean, we got those two, so that's great. The Rani and Omega, and now you got to think on the ally side of things in terms of the Doctor. Rogue, again, I wasn't expecting to see him this series. I don't know if I mentioned it in his episode because he was obviously going to return. So yeah. But I wasn't expecting to see him in this series. So seeing him, I was like, phew! So, oh man. And they really are feeding my heart, so yeah. At the same time, though, I do feel like that message should have probably been Susan, because again, I do worry that it might be a bit convoluted, the, you know, inclusions of certain characters as well as being able to undo this mess because, yeah, the world is just being absolutely torn apart, so yeah. So, yeah. But, Rogue. Ah! Oh, man. And those comments, like, yeah, it just killed me, those comments that he said to the Doctor. He even pulled a, you know, 10th Doctor to Rose Tyler and got cut off before he could say I love you or something like that. So, yeah. So it was, and of course, again, Susan's definitely returning in some capacity. And not just, you know, 1 second flashes on the screen or whatever. It's so funny thinking about that. There are quite a few Rose Tyler like connections here, isn't there? Like in terms of Rogue getting cut off before he could finish his "I love" sentence and all of that, and then the flashes on the screen of someone near and dear to the Doctor kind of gives you that series 4 reminder when, you know, you think back to every like small tease of Rose before she did return. So yeah, hopefully when the Doctor and Susan do reunite, nothing tragic happens, because that's exactly what happened when it came to Rose and the 10th Doctor's reunion, as we all know, with series 4. So yeah, but it was all fine. I mean, he just regenerated into his hand, so yeah. So no, but in all seriousness, we'll see what happens, because again, the episode is going to be quite long, so that's great. We are being fed, but you know, I'm not going in with doubt and all of that, so because doubt, very bad. No, but in all seriousness, I'm sure we'll pull it off, so yeah. But yeah, I mean, obviously you got the second part to look forward to in terms of, okay, well, this is like a piece of the puzzle, part 1. So obviously you gotta embrace, I think it's the reality war the next episode. So yeah, but, I mean, I think with this episode, it really did a very good job at kind of establishing this world, really. Because obviously with the world that we were in and with the Doctor's doubt and all of that, having to break, like having to chip away really at the release of Omega, it's very, very mental, as well as being able to utilize that baby, who of course that chat is probably the creepiest giggle we've heard in terms of a pantheon and all of that, because just the idea of the baby laughing at all of that was just like, okay. But again, that's another inclusion of my worries that it might be a bit convoluted, because now we've got a pantheon here. So yeah, we got the baby. So yeah, but I mean that was able to kind of bring Conrad's world into fruition. So yeah, but I'm not gonna lie. I mean, even though that it clearly said Bavaria in the 1800s and all of that, for some reason I was kind of getting Time Lord Canation. I don't know. It just kind of felt very, very Time Lord-esque, and that's why I was thinking, is this gonna like be something in relation to you know, the Time Lords and all of that, like why she, you know, takes this baby? But of course, as we found out, the baby is I've forgotten the name. It was a eerie name, but we know it's the God of Wishes. So yeah. So, and that was all down to you know, with the Doctor eventually waking this god to fruition, and then ultimately she gave the baby to Conrad, and then yeah, Conrad's basically been using the baby as a source, really. So yeah, because that's it though. It's able to create Conrad's world, so where it's very ableist, very homophobic. So yeah, it's yeah. So, although the, you know, the commentary about the world and all of that, very apt, especially with, you know, how worse off the disabled are and all of that. It's kind of giving like the fact of, are we in the Wish world and all of that? Because yeah. It certainly does feel like that. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, it was just very interesting to uncover the mystery further and further, I would say, because of the fact that you had the you had all of the, like, you're gonna get 1984 vibes from this, but but of course it ran a bit more mystical in terms of, okay, why do the cups keep breaking and all of that? And then we found out that this Wish World was sponsored by Bethesda, so yeah. With the cups bleeding through the tables, yeah, very Bethesda, but yeah. It was just really, really interesting to go along with this world, like I said, to establish how well, not just how it came to be with the baby, with the Vindicator, with Conrad. It's like a nice blend of ingredients, but also how the doubts work and all of that. And because I thought Ruby was fully awoken when she, and I don't know if anyone else was kind of getting these vibes, maybe just me, but I was kind of getting, I think it was the Bells of St. John, when the Doctor, all monked up and all of that, went to Clara's door, and Clara was none the wiser about who he was, because Clara's never seen the Doctor before, but the Doctor, of course, has seen splinters of Clara, of course, with Victorian Clara and all of that, so yeah. But I was kind of getting those vibes when Ruby was like, is this the Doctor? And the Doctor's like, who's she? So yeah. So it was very, very, I don't know, it was giving those kind of vibes, but I thought Ruby was fully awoken, but it turns out she wasn't really, but she remembers a good chunk of thing, which, you know, there was, of course, a little nod as well to 73 Yards as well, so yeah, so she remembers a good chunk of the world that she comes from and all of that, but it's still kind of clouded with Conrad, given the fact that she doesn't remember. Like, she remembers bits and pieces, but not the full story and all of that, so yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was just really great. It was just really great. I was just absolutely in, like, with the opening and seeing the Doctor with Belinda as his partner. They had a kid, Poppy, who the Doctor still insists, even though that it seems like everything has come to fruition. I don't know if there is still a bit of conviction of the John Smith life and all of that. that is playing into part. But I mean, the Doctor said as he was falling, okay, so we got to save the Doctor from falling as well. I'm thinking that's where Susan comes in. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, the Doctor's, you know, Jodie's Doctor survived a great distance of falls, so yeah. But then again, she just regenerated, so that doesn't count because yeah, she's still practically healing. So yeah, because other than that, the Fourth Doctor didn't exactly fare too well at a distance of a fall, did he? So yeah. So we'll see what happens, but I got sidetracked and I was just thinking about when the Doctor was convinced that Puppy was real and all of that. So again, I don't know if that is still conviction from the John Smith life and all of that coming into fruition, because I mean the Rani was yeah, she was blunt about the fact that no, Puppy is not real. So yeah. By the way, I did want to talk about Mrs. Flood. We may as well segue to the Rani, because we haven't talked about her. I'm just so vibing with the idea of, you know, Rogue's back, Susan's back, Omega's back. So yeah, but the Rani, absolutely incredible, and you know, obviously, when she was talking about the incarnation played by Kate, I wasn't assuming they were going to mention the Big Finish incarnation and all of that. So yeah, but Archie, who plays the Rani, the definitive Rani, I guess, absolutely killing it. I mean, I really enjoyed her kind of mannerisms with those, like, with that final minute of the Interstellar Song Contest. So yeah, that was a great little dosage of the Rani. But obviously with this, it comes to full force and all of that, and it was just really, like, even interacting with her other self. Like, when she was like, oh, you sprung from my loins, and you disgust me. So, yeah, I feel like with Archie, she's really done a very fantastic job at conveying certain mannerisms, like I would say from Kate's iconic version. So yeah, it's just a way that there's such a venom in her voice, I would say, whenever at certain points, and it's just done really, really well. So I'm really loving Archie's portrayal of the Rani. So yeah, and obviously we've grown so fond of Mrs. Flood. So yeah, but I feel like she's gonna betray the Rani. So we've seen it before, where time lords and time ladies, yeah, when it comes to Missy and the Master, where they killed themselves, basically. So it can be done, I guess, in terms of this bi-generation hoo-ha. So I can imagine that Mrs. Flood might try to kill. I hope not, as well, in terms of efforts to kill Archie, because it would really suck if, okay, you're only doing 3 episodes and all of that. So yeah. I mean, granted, that was I think that was technically Kate's run. Like, you've got the Mark of the Rani, Time and the Rani, and of course the canon, Dimensions in Time. I don't want to hear anyone say it's not canon. It is canon. See, that's the whole reality bleeding through EastEnders, Doctor Who. So yeah, no, but in all seriousness, I think I would love Archie to, like, that's the problem when it comes to antagonists of Doctor Who. You kind of want a lot more of them. Kind of like how we're getting obviously a lot more of the Doctor, with every episode. Kind of want a lot more, and that's why, it kind of breaks my heart if we don't get, Sasha as the master, when he does return. Because you get so accustomed to them and then they just take it away. So I'm sure Archie will have more, appearances as the Rani as time goes on, but I can see the idea of Mrs. Like, she already voiced her disdain about being, I guess, a sidekick to the Rani. So, again, we'll have to wait and see what does happen. But I can already see it in my head that she's going to try some shtick to betray the Rani. Especially, if she feels like, oh, she's getting ahead of herself. She thinks she's the Rani, but she wouldn't exist without me. So, and she's now treating me like shit. So, yeah. If it weren't for her, if it weren't for me, she wouldn't exist. That kind of shtick. So, yeah. We'll just have to wait and see what does happen, but yeah. It was really, really great stuff. Yeah. I also do wonder, I mean, obviously, I don't think it's supposed to be that, but is there headquarters? Like, I do want to potentially imagine that their headquarters is the Rani's TARDIS. I don't know. So, yeah. But, yeah, this was really, really intriguing, this first part, and it's going to be a very intriguing part 2. Again, an hour long. So that'll be fun to edit. But we'll wing it. We'll always do. But it will be very intriguing to see what's going to happen in terms of Rogue. See, I don't know, because I can imagine with Rogue that'll just be his only appearance of this season. Like, oh, Jonathan, I know you're busy, but could you do like a few seconds? I don't know. But I mean, obviously there is the God of Wishes. We got another Pantheon in the mix. We got Omega. But again, I don't know if he's going to actually appear. I would like him to, and I'd like to set things up for, him and Rassilon to cause havoc, maybe. Because again, Rassilon is still out there. So yeah, and I think he was completely dead in the classics whenever Omega appeared. So, because he was, of course, resurrected for the Time War. But yeah, I mean, other than that, Omega's just been chilling on the antimatter universe. So yeah, I wouldn't say chilling, but yeah, hey ho. I hate the antimatter universe so much. I say that because I'm currently developing my stories in terms of, utilizing the antimatter universe and with Omega and all of that. Yeah. But, so it's kind of giving me like, oh, here we go. Here we go. No, but in all seriousness, I am very intrigued to see where things are going to go, because Omega, I don't know if they could, because again, we got the Rani and she's great enough. We got 2 Ranis technically, so yeah. But now she's trying to free Omega, and it's like, okay, we'll see how that goes, because he's not exactly a small Time Lord. Think bigger. Think the peak in terms of like the hierarchy. So yeah. But there is a part of me that's like, okay, well, surely free him, reunite with Rassilon, because that would be cause for concern for future seasons, right? But I don't know. But yeah, great stuff. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!